What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Protocol Pegasus here, bringing it back to you guys in Remnant from the Ashes, and today we're taking an all-new look at the build known as the Corrupted Seed Caller. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for the sidearm, using the submachine gun, as you can go about seeing here, with the mod known as Seed Caller attached to it. For the main, I'm using a shotgun with the mod known as the Very Good Boy attached to it. For the melee weapon, I'm using Smolder. For the headpiece, I'm using the Labyrinth set. For the chest, I'm using the Corrupted Cage. For the pants, I'm also using Corrupted Piece. For the necklace, I am using Mender's Charm. For the ring, I'm using Blood Font. And for the secondary ring, I'm using Soul Link. Now, let's go ahead and get into traits. Now, 3 traits I'd recommend to be able to start off with this build is going to be as followed. One of them going to be Treg with the healing effectiveness by 100%. The next one's going to be an Invoker, which increases damage output by 20% for my summons. And then last but not least is going to be Spirit, which increases mod power generation by 25%. Now, of course, throughout the course of each and every build video I happen to mention, I want to capitalize on each and every trait to make the build that much better. But enough about all that stuff, let's go ahead and get into the action. So here I am playing on Earth, I am playing on Nightmare mode as well, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the overall breakdown and thoughts of why I think this build happens to be, why I picked what I did, and overall general ideas and concepts that I had when making this build. So I suggest you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy. So the reason I ended up picking the submachine gun is because it does have a lot of burst fire potential, which gives me the opportunity to generate my mods that much faster. And then when you're playing a summon build, you want to make sure you generate your mods quicker so you can keep your summons up continuously. Speaking of summons, I have 2 different summons. So I have the Seed Caller and I have the Very Good Boy. Very Good Boy, aka being the dog. Now what's cool about this is that every time they go about dealing damage, not only are they dealing damage to my target and being able to captivate on those set targets, regardless if it's one or multiple adds in my wake, but it also goes about healing me for 10% damage they end up dealing because of Mender's, because of the Soul Link ring. Now with the Soul Link ring, and the healing that I end up getting off it from the damage my summons end up doing, it ties into everything else I'm wearing. So when they end up healing me because of my Blood Font ring, I actually get more healing percentage increased by 15%. And because I'm using Mender's Charm, because of the healing I'm ended up receiving from the summons, not only are they increased by 15% from the Blood Font ring, but they're also increased by 50% from Mender's Charm. So it's 65% additional healing I'm receiving just from my summons dealing damage. I'm not even doing anything yet. And because I'm wearing the Corrupted Piece set, I'm also getting passive regeneration for my health, which allows me to regenerate health over time if I'm not in combat, or even if I am in combat. But in reality, if I'm in combat, my summons are pretty much going to take care of the initial work and go about healing me anyway, so I'm not really going to have to worry about my set captivating on overall healing. But it's going to be really, really nice to self-sustain myself against status effects, to be able to sustain myself without actually utilizing any consumables or dragon hearts when I just happen to be running around the world and collecting stuff, because in reality my set will take care of that for me, so it works out in my favor. And in reality, I ended up going with the Smolder Blade just because I think it looks cool with the set and just ties everything together. There's no real particular reason I ended up picking it, but at the end of the day, I think it just looks really nice. But yeah, the build's a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Later.